All right, guys, we got a special video for you today. We got some red, let me switch it up. We got some red bottoms in the house right here. This right here, guys, is the junior spiked loafer, and this right here is the high top as well too. So let's get into the review. Guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. It goes a really, really long way so I can put out content for y'all. Love you guys so much, and let's get it. With the Louboutin flat, I would consider them like junior flat loafers. To me, it's just a spiked loafer. That's the best way to put it. When I'm searching up a shoe, I'm trying to figure out what a shoe is, like a shoe like this or something. I just search up the actual description of the shoe, and usually most of the time I am getting it. But guys, let me give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek real quick. So we got the beautiful box here. This is the Louboutin, Christian Louboutin box with this cool little gold accent. Really, really cool, unique box. Now this is like an OG sneaker because it released way back in the day. It says right in there on the inside, the Loubie show, which is really, really cool. Let's put that box to the side. Really liking the presentation. You got this really beautiful wrapping paper on the outside, which is like very authentic and cool, like more of like a retro type of vibe to it. Once you actually raise that up, you're gonna get even more wrapping paper. On the inside right there, you're gonna get a little bit of a stamp for the Louboutins, and I'm gonna kind of take those out and show those to y'all real quick. Hopefully it registers on screen nicely because they are black. Oh my goodness, and they do. So these are an absolute beauty, man. You can see the way the light even shines off of the black spikes, which is so cool. It gives it almost like this kind of, you know, crystal diamond vibe to it, which I really like, the way the light reflects off of it. And that's why, to me, this is the perfect like prom shoe, date night. If you want to go to a little fancy event, this is one of the most perfect sneakers. If you're looking for comfort, and if you're looking for being a little bit stand out, and you want to have a little bit of, you know, flavor and spice to your outfit, and even a little bit flashy, we can say. But these are the junior spikes, I believe so. I'll verify the name in the title. Sometimes I'm bad with names because it's a little bit unique, but I just call them the Christian Louboutin spiked loafers. To me, the reason it is a loafer, but it's more of a sneaker than it is a loafer, because this is the sole of the shoe right here, and as you guys can see, it is completely like their signature sneaker soles. So that's the reason why it's not like a dress shoe sole, it's a sneaker sole, but that's what makes it so comfortable, and that's why I prefer this over their more dressy loafers, because it still has a dressy vibe to it, but you can see there it's a lot more comfortable, but it still has that really nice kind of dress shoe interior. So it has a very classy look to it, the spikes going all around, and it is absolutely amazing. Now guys, we'll talk about sizing real quick. I went with a size 11 US, which I believe is a 44 euro. 11 US for me was perfect. It does fit like a glove. It is very nice and snug, but that is in a good way. You don't want your dress shoe to fit looser or have a little bit of room or be wide-footed. Even though it is nice to have a wide-foot shoe and be more comfortable, when it comes to your dress shoes and shoes like this, you're going to want the shoe to actually be nice and fitted, so it just feels like everything in the fit. Because think about it like this: when you have a suit, when you have formal clothing, you want it to be nice and fitted, hug the body, make you look professional, slim, not baggy or any of that stuff. So this shoe follows that same kind of set of rules, but they're so comfortable. One thing that I really like, we're gonna get into them up close right now, is this actual body right here. So this body is body right here. It's not even like a suede. It's a very interesting material, but it has a lot of nice breathability, and you could even see from the inside, it's kind of coated in leather on the inside, like even the interior, how it is in there too, but it's very comfortable. There's actually a shoehorn. So let me break down the box real quick. Let me put this to the side. There's actually a shoehorn. It comes in this little case right here, and that's what's really cool. So this is called a shoehorn, and pretty much that helps you put it into your heel area to slip your foot into the loafers without bending them or creasing them or anything like that, which is really cool. There's some laces right in here as well too, and there's a lot of other really good goodies, dust bags and stuff like that. Really love the presentation on these old school kicks, and let's get back into them. So what about this material right here that I really like? It has a lot of breathability and movement. At first you may see the sneaker and think, oh, it's gonna fit tight, whatever it is, but being that it is a loafer, there is a lot of mobility in this area. As you can see, this kind of expands, so even if your foot is naturally bigger, the tongue will expand and it won't just squeeze down on your upper foot area, which is nice as well too, where your toes are and everything like that as well. So these spikes are really cool. They're about, like, I would say maybe in half an inch, close to an inch long, and they're really nice. They stay on really well. It's not like they fall off or they break or anything like that. I've had these bad boys right here for a while, and there's no spikes on them. You guys can see on the bottom there's a little bit of wear, but there's no spikes on them. And this is back to like the A Boogie days right here. If you guys know A Boogie, like, he's one of the guys who really popularized like Amiris, and he's a rapper, of course, and he popularized Louboutin. But an absolutely beautiful material. I really, really like it. So those spikes are really nice as well too. This is more of like a faded black, which is nice, but of course it has to be a stretching material. When we go to the back, there's nothing really different. There's just kind of a line that signifies where the heel area is in the back, and you guys can obviously see all those spikes here. Really like the kind of grip that is on this kind of sole area, and then it goes away to the midsole area, which is nice. But you guys can see it has that loafer look to it, which I really, really like. Gives it the classiness, but it is a flat, and it has kind of a sneaker sole, which makes it super, super comfortable. Now, when we go to the inside, you're gonna see some nice up close shots on foot, but there's the Christian Louboutin signature, the Paris sign, and on the inside, the sizing and stuff is over here, and you can see that whole interior is coated in like this kind of really, really thin leather type material. Now, when we go to the bottom, one of my favorite absolute parts is this is what they're known for. This is what they're most famous for, is the red sole, the red bottom, as they call it. Whatever you want to call it, red bottoms is the most significant, and this is one of Louboutin's most popular things, especially when it comes to heels. That's what made them huge in the world of women's wear. Was all the girls out there, all the baddies were wearing, you know, the red bottoms with the heels, and you just knew that it was just a nice little high fashion heel, which was really cool. So I love the signature on. It's a little bit different than a red bottom heel, but I love these. They don't dirty too much. I would say every time you do wear them, just take a baby wipe and just wipe them down if you want to keep them nice and clean and pristine. And then you can see the logo stamped right there as well too, and love this signature on the bottom. Honestly, one of my favorite parts, made in Italy right there. Absolutely gorgeous. The shoe is pretty much the same. You could say it says right there Louboutin, which is so cool, and I absolutely love them both together. Look at that, Christian Louboutin. Honestly, just top tier design right here. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, guys, one of my favorite, just formal, nice, clean kind of sneaker loafers. Absolutely amazing, super cozy, fit really nice. I would say go true to size on these. If you are a little bit more, have a bigger foot, if you can upsize, and I don't think it would be too much of a problem. Like if you are like, for example, an 11.5, 10.5, definitely go with a 12. Definitely go with a Euro 45. Definitely upsize in that case if you are like a half size. But when it is your true to size, say you're an 11, say you're a 10, just go true to size. They're absolutely beautiful. Love them. You cannot go wrong with these in my opinion. To me, they are timeless. As long as you know, dress down your fit a little bit, make it nice and formal. This is the statement piece of the fit. You don't really need to throw in too much more. This is already gonna, guys, this is the more medium formal, because there is a loafer version of this that's a lot more dressy, but absolutely beautiful. And then this right here is the high top version of it. So this is kind of one of these signature high top versions that I really love, that was so popular in the past, but I absolutely love them, still wear them to this day. The thing I like about these is you could just put a pant over them, but it is a little bit more casual. These are definitely a lot more formal, but still have a business casual vibe to them, guys. Without further ado, we're gonna get into an up close and on foot. Let me know what you guys think of these down below, if it is a cop or a drop, what other colorways you guys want to see, and if you guys like the review. Let's get into the on foot and up close. I love you guys so much. Let's get into it.
oh.